All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Today we have for you guys Elvis Presley, another interview, March 31st, 1972, Hollywood, California. So let's get right into it. This is a pretty long video. No time to waste. 3, 2, 1. Let's see who's.
Well, he came to Memphis to sing with a group called the Blackwood Brothers. It was the first time that I'd ever seen him.
How did you run into him this time? Just in Vegas?
I just realized that they were available. And he'd formed a new quartet called the Stamps. And I listened to some of the records, and they had all this power back then. I liked it.
He made the Stamps. He brought them together.
He put them together.
One was his nephew and one was his son-in-law. The other two, I don't know where they came from.
But each one of the guys individually are good, as you can see.
I noticed.
They all have good.
See, we come from a different background.
See that bling?
You don't hear this too much.
So we don't hear this, so we see a bunch of guys, and it has a whole different kind of level of meaning to us, because it's just not part of our background. But like, everybody comes from the same background. That's as much to you guys as it is to a kid in California growing up and surfing or little league.
What's wrong with this video? Come on, cameraman, fix it.
I can remember I'm 2 years old. I grew up with this because my folks took me there. And when I got old enough, I started to sing in church.
That's true.
That's one of the ways. Yeah. But I liked all type of music. You know, when I was in high school,
Like all types of music.
I had records about Mario Lanza and the Metropolitan Opera. I love music. Spanish, I like the Mexican flavored songs.
Okay.
But this is so music. But this thing here, the gospel thing is just the gospel is really what we grew up with, more than anything else.
And choosing music too, because there's a kind of, if you've seen Baptist choirs, there's a kind of intensity about it. And it's the same kind of intensity, electricity that you have on stage. And there seems to be
almost every song.
It's a kind of a soul, a kind of
Fantastic strength that's inside, yeah.
It just isn't singing notes, it's singing something that seems to come from very deep inside of you.
And at certain times you push out, just a part of it. I think about it.
When I was in France about 3 or 4 years ago, and I was doing a film on about Keeley, and I asked him just offhand who was his favorite singer, and he said, Elvis Presley. He's my man.
Really?
He's my man. He said,
well, he's my favorite skier.
But I asked him why.
That's nice.
But he did this whole thing. He says he has soul. You know, it's hard for an American to talk to.
That's what I said. He has soul. I mean, obviously Elvis Presley sung in church, but regardless, man, he has soul, man. You can feel it in his music that he sings. Let's go.
Frenchman and understand that he understands soul better than you do. But he really does. He says he sings, from in here. That was his way of describing. He had a very limited English at the time.
It's fantastic. But this, this is very basic. When we get through with our work, what we have to do, we usually wind up doing this.
And you're doing it because you want to do it.
We do it because we want to do it.
In Las Vegas, after you've done 2 shows, everybody's tired. They're up in the suite singing all night till like 6, 7.
We'll do 2 shows a lot of times, and we'll go upstairs and sing until daylight. Gospel songs.
How do you do it? How do you...
Not too often. When you're working every night there.
And what does it do for you? I mean, to get into this? Is it like
I think it more or less puts your mind at ease. It does mine. Because you've been really concentrated and everybody's been working out. So these things we know.
It's like old friends.
Right. And it puts your mind in.
Takes you down.
It takes you down to a level. Otherwise, you go out of here just you couldn't sleep for, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you ended on a real fast up-tempo song or something, we'd leave the studio. Nobody can sleep for hours.
You're right, though, when you leave the stage like a place like Vegas, you're really up. You're really
Up all night.
It takes at least 4 or 5 hours to even begin to unwind. And we
Sounds
usually
terrible.
wind up doing this type of stuff.
Where do you follow the guys? I mean, you know about JD, but like the other guys who are in the chorus. It seems like you've known them forever, just watching you around the piano and singing, like you're like real super old friends from a long time.
Well, like I said, I knew JD from back when I was 15. When he first came to Memphis to sing. The group called the Blackwood Brothers.
So young.
And I was a big gospel music fan, so they would sing all night. I would stay there all night, And he had formed this new group himself a couple years ago. And I just heard their records and put them together with the inspirations and everything else that we had.
It's like in the gutter in there.
Looked in the gutter, man, and dug them out.
all that's going on the stage. It's really.
But then when you put it all together,
There seems to be a kind of a relationship going on stage. It's like everybody is a friend of everybody else on stage. Now, that's something very rare because we've seen.
Come
a lot
on,
of
ask him a juicy question.
You don't get that kind of feeling.
I think it's because we enjoy it, and we constantly enjoy it, which means we do 2 shows a night for 5 weeks, but we never let it get old.
Shows a night, 5 weeks.
Every song is like we do it for the first time, and that's one of the secrets.
Like it's not a planned thing. You don't do the same songs, the same sequence.
Not necessarily. We can change them around, but even if we do the same songs,
It's not the.
they're new, and the sound is, the feeling is there every time.
It's a different feeling each time, right?
It's a good feeling. We never let it down. Because there's a new audience out there. Plus, we enjoy what we're doing.
Elvis communicates with us, really. I mean, you really do. Not some of all the people, but he has some way of keeping you interested and communicating between you and him.
I'm not going to tell you how.
You aren't going to tell us the secrets? Yeah, we'll get out.
Things are going behind my back and things. No. But we will
Comedian.
keep it interested. Or interesting somehow.
Wow,
Oh, shut up.
yeah.
At the end of the of the 5 weeks, it was I don't die like that, and it seemed like a day.
See, like, well, I don't know. For instance, this evening, I know you were running just through everything just for us, for the cameras, which would seem like if you did the reverse on us and said, well, guys, just walk around with your cameras like you normally do in the concert, it would be a drag to us because it would be hard for us to get up to that level. But what's hard for us to figure out is that you can turn it on here just like you do on the stage.
You know what's interesting about music and about all the people here, they find new sounds, they do things differently themselves. So it's like a new experience every day. The guy on the guitar will find a new lick, or the guy on the piano will find something, or the voices will add something. And I hear all this, and it inspires me.
It's like we watch, it's new for us, we're watching things like you and the lead guitarist kind of looking at the looks that go back and forth, we're lining up shots. There's like really something going on, some sort of magic. We know already the game that goes on with Charlie Hodges and the kid in the back and forth, and that's part of it too. So there's a kind of thing going on there, there's something going on there. I notice when your eye goes over to JD when the chorus comes in, each one of them is like a little turn on, it's like a conversation. Goes goes on. Each one, but there's surprises.
It's like a feedback.
Yeah, it's a back and forth, and you're turning each other on.
Well, that's what I mean. It never ceases. It goes on.
And that's what we're looking for in the film. That's what the film has to explore totally. It's that whole electricity, that just kind of circulating back and forth.
I hope you find it.
Glad to tell you.
It sounded like he was Yo, that's funny. He made it seem like he was trying to find his romance or something. Like, wow, that's funny. Elvis definitely could be a comedian. That was pretty hilarious.
Thanks. We're rapping.
What you trying to say, huh? What you trying to say?
Got to rest up for the road.
Got a big jump from here to
Buffalo or wherever. This is a tour I usually lose about 2 inches, not inches.
It was funny the way that reporter was talking to Elvis, all calm, and it seemed like he was confessing something, That's what made it kind of funny, and I see what Elvis was trying to do there.
I hang by my hands for about 2 weeks to get it back.
Yes. All one-night stands, too.
But that's fine, see. It's excitement.
Got to figure out how to get a piano in each room for these guys to sing after the show.
Oh, let's go home, everybody.
I think so. Enjoyed it, fellas.
This is the only beginning of I think I really enjoyed the experience.
Okay. We'll do our best.
I know you will. We'll try and do ours. No, you're supposed to say, I know you will. Then we're all cool. We're even. Good night.
There it is, guys, the interview of Elvis. March 31st, 1972, Hollywood, California. Yeah, I have to say that was very insightful, very funny too. I noticed Elvis always has something funny to say. Dude is naturally funny. He's not trying to be funny, but just comes up with slick things to say, which had me laughing through the video. Yeah, it's pretty entertaining. Makes you wonder if he could do stand-up comedy. Bet he could. But yeah, you can see too, the camera time is almost 4 hours. So don't tell me they were interviewing this guy for 4 hours or just documenting him for 4 hours. I don't know. But they got their runtime at 4 hours. I kept looking at that. I was like, wow, that's pretty long. Hey, we got to know the king a little bit more. Maybe not all the way, but hey, check out his interview. It is what it is. Yeah, there's my reaction, everybody. Subscribe if you are new. Like, comment, share, and I'll catch you on the next video. See you guys later.